This is video 7 in a 7-part series on Deepak Chopra's book, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, and today, we're diving into Chapter 7, The Law of Dharma. Take a breath with me, and let's go deep, because this law may be the one that completely reshapes how you think about your life, your money, and your future. Especially if you're over 40, standing at a crossroad, wondering if it's too late to start again, or if you still have the time to live with purpose, prosperity, and joy. The Law of Dharma says that each of us has a unique purpose, a special gift, a singular way of expressing life that no one else on earth can replicate. And prosperity, real prosperity, doesn't come just from chasing money. It comes when you discover that purpose, that gift, and use it to serve others. Now let me ask you something. How many years of your life have you worked hard, maybe even decades, doing something that didn't feel like your true calling? How many times have you told yourself, when I retire, then I'll finally live how I want? The truth is, if you're over 40 and you feel like your financial life has not yet bloomed the way you dreamed, it might not be because you lack discipline or intelligence. It might be because you haven't yet aligned with your Dharma, your unique purpose. Think about this. Money by itself is never the true goal. Deep inside, what we really want is what money promises: freedom, peace, dignity, the ability to provide for our loved ones, and the opportunity to contribute to something bigger than ourselves. The Law of Dharma tells us that when you connect to your unique purpose, prosperity flows in a natural way. It doesn't mean you won't work, but it means your work becomes infused with meaning, with passion, with joy. And when work feels like that, it attracts abundance. Imagine two people. The first works a job just for the paycheck, feeling tired, burned out, waiting for Friday, waiting for retirement. The second wakes up each day knowing that what they do matters, that their gift is being used, that their work helps others. Which one do you think attracts more opportunities? Which one do you think is more creative, more resilient, more magnetic to success? You know the answer. So, what does Dharma have to do with financial prosperity after 40? Everything. Because in this stage of life, you have wisdom, experience, and perspective that you didn't have in your 20s. You've learned what doesn't work. You've seen the traps of chasing only money, only titles, only possessions. And now you have a chance to do something extraordinary, to connect your financial goals with your deeper purpose. Let's explore how. The first part of Dharma is self-discovery. Ask yourself, who am I, really? Beyond the roles of parent, professional, friend, or neighbor, who am I at my core? The Law of Dharma says, you are not just a body trying to survive, not just a name on a resume, but a spiritual being here for a reason. And that reason has to do with expressing your unique talent. Everyone has something they do better than anyone else. Maybe for you it's teaching. Maybe it's creating beauty with your hands. Maybe it's the ability to listen deeply. Maybe it's leadership, or healing, or inspiring others through your story. Whatever it is, it's not random. It's your Dharma. The second part of Dharma is expression. It's not enough to know you have a gift. You have to use it. Think of it like a seed. A seed holds enormous potential, but if you keep it locked in a drawer, it never grows. Your gift must be planted, nurtured, expressed, and when it is, it naturally connects to needs in the world. That's where prosperity is born, when your unique expression meets other people's needs. After 40, this can be incredibly powerful, because you already know what matters to you. You can ask, how can I use my skills, my talents, my experiences to serve others? And here's the key. When you serve, abundance comes back to you. Not because you're chasing it, but because life rewards the circulation of value. The third part of Dharma is service. The question shifts from, what can I get, to, how can I help? At first, this might sound almost naive. After all, you have bills, responsibilities, maybe even debts. But think carefully. When you truly solve problems for others, when you truly add value, money follows. The more people you serve, the greater the prosperity you can create. If you've struggled financially until now, maybe it's because life was waiting for you to align with this deeper law. Prosperity isn't only about pushing harder or saving more, though those are practical tools. Prosperity comes from shifting your identity from someone who works for survival to someone who serves with purpose. Now let's make this practical. If you're over 40, perhaps you've gone through job loss, career transitions, or financial setbacks. Maybe you feel like you've wasted time. But what if everything you've lived was preparation? What if all those experiences gave you the raw material to discover your Dharma now? The pain, the lessons, the failures, they were not wasted. They are the compost that can fertilize the seed of your purpose. And here's the beautiful truth. When you live your Dharma, you don't compete, because no one else can be you. The world may copy products, services, even ideas, but it cannot copy your soul, your unique combination of talents, experiences, and vision. That is your edge. That is your wealth. Think about financial mindset again. Many people believe money brings security, but the law of Dharma teaches us something deeper. True security comes from living your purpose. Because when you live your purpose, you are connected to an infinite source. You stop chasing symbols of wealth, cars, houses, status, and you begin attracting wealth as a byproduct of meaning. That's a radical shift. Pause for a moment and reflect. What did you love doing as a child before money entered the equation? What activities make you lose track of time? What skills do people naturally ask you for? Those are clues to your Dharma. And if you can align those with your financial journey, you will not only earn, but thrive. For example, let's say you always loved teaching but ended up in an office job. After 40, you could start coaching, mentoring, writing, or creating courses. If you loved fixing things, maybe you turn that into a business of restoring, repairing, or innovating. If you loved caring for people, maybe you become a healer, a guide, a consultant. The form doesn't matter. It could be traditional or modern, physical or digital. What matters is that it aligns with your gift. And when your gift meets a need, prosperity follows. This is not theory. It's life's natural law. Now here's something crucial. Dharma also removes fear. Many people fear financial collapse, fear being too old to start again, fear of irrelevance. But when you stand in your purpose, fear loses its grip. Because you know, I am here for a reason. I have value to give. As long as I breathe, I can serve, and as long as I serve, I will create. That kind of inner security is priceless. This is why the law of Dharma is not just spiritual poetry. It's practical wisdom for financial rebirth after 40. It tells you, stop comparing, stop doubting, stop waiting. Start living your purpose, and money will become a tool, not a master. Let me give you a vision. Imagine waking up in the morning and instead of dreading the day, you feel alive, because you know you're doing exactly what you were born to do. Imagine people thanking you because your work changes their lives. Imagine your financial life improving, not just because you're hustling harder, but because you've tapped into the well of abundance that flows when purpose meets service. That's the promise of the law of Dharma. So, if you're over 40, here's my challenge to you. Don't let another decade pass just working for survival. Ask yourself 3 questions. Who am I, really? What is my unique gift? And how can I use it to serve others? Write down your answers, reflect on them. Start small if you must, but start. Because prosperity after 40 is not only possible, it can be your most powerful chapter yet. You've carried enough experience, enough lessons, enough resilience. Now it's time to carry your purpose into the world. This is the law of Dharma. This is your invitation to prosper by being who you truly are. Did you enjoy the content? Then hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, send this video to more people, and click to subscribe with notifications on. And if you're ready to take the next step to transform your financial life, check out the link right below this video in the first pinned comment.